It's a Thirsty Thursday. Welcome to the show about food, fun places, mayhem of life. Hope your Thursday's off to a great start. What a day yesterday. What gorgeous weather for our part of the world. And the gorgeous weather not only continues, we are in for a stunning, beautiful, sunshine-filled weekend. Oh, happy Thirsty Thursday to you. It's Ramen Noodle Day. Today we celebrate those crunchy little fried noodles and all the goodness they bring to us at an affordable price, although they've jumped too thanks to inflation. Ramen Noodle Day. We'll also start talking more about the eclipse as it gets closer on Monday. Should school children be allowed to see the solar eclipse? Some are saying no. Others are saying it could be an educational opportunity for the kids. I'm thinking we'd have a lot of kids walking around going, I can't see. I can't see the front of the school. It might be dangerous. Well, we'll talk about also the wild conspiracy theories. Oh, you take one celestial event that happens, once every 20, 25 years and mix it with the internet and people who have way too much time on their hands. And you have got some disturbingly entertaining thoughts on what is going to happen on Monday. And it's entertaining, disturbing, and humorous, all wrapped into one, like the weirdest solar eclipse sushi roll you ever had. We'll talk about that. Also, to the Paris Olympics, looking even further ahead, we are the show about food, fun places, and mayhem of life. And the Paris Olympics, Paris a fun place, a little bit of mayhem going on. They are going to be trucking in an unprecedented amount of this particular item. Unprecedented, jaw-dropping. Is it a certain power drink that they're going to make sure is on hand for all athletes? Is it a special food that all athletes are going to have, and they have to make sure that they have got more than enough? Or is it something else? It will shock you to the core when we tell you what they're going to be trucking in for the Paris Olympics. Also, the stinkiest airport in all of North America goes to Canada. Yeah! So if you're flying and you get to land at this particular airport, you have won the nasal lottery, because we have laid claim to the stinkiest airport in not only all of North America, but some are saying it's top 5 in the world. So which airport in Canada is so stinky? And what is causing this stench? I blame burritos. Burritos are the cause. We'll take a look at that. Also, for VIP viewers, that's the folks on Twitch, you will get a special little field trip. We're going to go on a field trip to the airport where we are going to find an entitled Karen on an airplane. And this is going to be quite the little field trip. We're going to go along on this field trip together, thanks to Police Body Cam. This is for hour 2 of the show. We're going to go with police to arrest a Karen who's hammered on the plane, and she's verbally assaulting the staff there. And it is complete mayhem and rather entertaining, and another lesson as to why it's always a good idea to watch the old when you're about to fly. Yes, we always say that. Hey, let's take a look outside. What's going on? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, no. Grand Valley camera's down again. Oh, Nick, you mentioned it yesterday that all the cameras are working. Okay, well, budget came out yesterday. Or 2 days. Is it 2 days ago? So hopefully there's some money left over so that they can fix that camera. But it is a gorgeous morning. -1. Here comes the sun. We are going to see a double-digit day today, the first time since October that we have seen a double-digit day. So let's get out and enjoy it. Major melting happening today. Sunshine and 10, Environment Canada says. The Beach Bunker forecast is a little more optimistic at +12. And at the airport, it's saying -3. So just a nice spring morning. Man, this is beautiful. Your roads and weather update brought to you by voicemanusa.com, your first-class ride from Brandon into Winnipeg and back again. 730-2333, voicemanusa.com. Your air temperature map this morning across the continent looking like this. Oh, it's nice to not have to see those dreaded purples and maroons and the soul-crushing cold temperatures. Hey, that looks pretty good. And let's take a look and see what kind of snowpack we've got left here. How much snow do we have left? Oh, look at that. Saskatchewan is almost done. Almost done. Man, it's really melting fast in Manitoba. By the end of the weekend, I'm thinking it is going to be gone. The snow is going to be gone. Happy Thursday. Hope you had a great hump day yesterday. We're going to do yesterday's good thing coming up in a second, so have that lock loaded, ready to go. We like to start with some positivity each and every morning, and so it could be big, could be small, could feel like nothing at all, but just something that you recognize as a good thing to start the day, something that happened to you, and we're going to do that in just a second. First, let's go into chat and welcome aboard our Sunseekers. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. And for the first time in a very long time, TikToker in Mandy Work. Mandy Work is in here this morning and gets the Early Riser Award on TikTok. Look at that, Mandy. Thanks for being here. And says, whoop, whoop, first news of the morning double-digit temperatures. And Road Reverend and Tosh on Twitch have got some competition from Mandy now. Karen Enns also here on Twitch this morning. I love all your early risers. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's awesome to see you. It's awesome to see everybody. Janine Fleury-Urbanovich is here on Facebook. Tosh is here. I think I'd mentioned Tosh. Sorry about that. Quentin is here on Twitch as well. Good morning, Quentin. Jody Kaslick is here on Facebook. Sharon Pierce is here on Twitch. Ronald is here on Facebook. Nick is here on Facebook. Sorry about the loss last night, Nick. This could be it. Our junior hockey team, the Brandon Wheat Kings, could be out of the playoffs tonight. They lost to Moose Jaw last night, and Game 4 goes tonight. We'll hope that they can force a Game 5, Nick. I'm rooting for you, pal. Cheer louder, Nick. Cheer louder. Alicia is here. Good morning, Alicia on Twitch. Good to see you. Cindy is here, too. Greg is here. Greg, Hope you had a great trip to Italy, pal. That looked like a lot of fun. Seeing the family and that's amazing. That was great. Great pictures. Hope you had a fun time. Quentin says, fun fact, the sun isn't any brighter during an eclipse. It just draws our attention. On a normal day, we wouldn't stare at the sun. Well, I don't think it's possible. Now, don't go and prove me wrong and go, Tyler, I'll show him. Oh. If we did it on a typical summer day, the potential eye damage would be the same. We're going to get into that. And whether or not the kids at school should be allowed to see the eclipse. Let the kids experience it. I have got an idea on that. I think everyone can win. I'm always looking for an everybody wins solution to everything. I like when everybody gets what they want. BHB123 on TikTok would agree. It's always good when everybody wins. It can't always happen, but I try. Zuma Bernice is here. Atasha86 is here. Amanda Marie is here. Good morning. Nick says, did they not take her loonies? Yes, they took her loonies. By the way, that ends up being my good thing from yesterday. Oh. I'll tell you something right now. You could triple the land taxes in Brandon. You could force everybody into a 15-minute city. You could shut all the lights off for a month on people, and they wouldn't be as mad as what happened with the loonies. And you know what's interesting is we're the only ones talking about it. The loony story was the biggest story of the year locally in 2024. And it wasn't even really like a story, but like it was the controversy, I guess. Oh, did people get wrapped up in that? It had me noodling about where we're at and what caused such a stir. You know, it's a combination of people really, really upset at grocery stores right now. The pain is real, and they're really pissed off. And that goes for pretty much everybody. And then you mix in this, I work hard for my money, and I want to feel my money. I want money. They want a tangible money to people is super important, and I had no idea. To me, as long as there's numbers in my bank account, I don't really care. I'm not married to money. As long as I can get stuff, I don't care. But there is a lot of people who need to have that tangible thing in their hand. Hi, Tiff on TikTok. They need to have that tangible thing in their hand. And if there's any perceived notion that there's no value to it or we're moving to this cashless society, people get furious. I had no idea. So I learned something yesterday. KDD is here on Twitch, 4380. Good to see you this morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Molly is here on Twitch as well. Feel free to, we got tons of lurkers on TikTok today. Feel free to just jump in and say hello, good morning, and get a shout out. Matthew is here. Hi, Matthew on TikTok. Likely because of the stir yesterday. Nick says there were only 2,200 people at the game last night. That's what they've been drawing, though, isn't it? Alexi on TikTok, good morning. Isn't that about average, though, Nick? I think that's about average. Or what you're saying is that that's disappointing because it's a playoff game? 2,200 last night. Cheryl is here on Twitch. Good morning to Cheryl. Tasha says it's fear. People act out when they're afraid. Well, we're all kind of scared right now. Let's be honest. We've got historic inflation. We've got an affordability crisis. And we have got an eclipse coming on Monday. And I posted these yesterday, got a lot of reaction because my dog is acting weird. And it started 2 days ago. Hi, AvaCL on TikTok and Ryan on TikTok. My dog started acting weird, and I thought, okay, the only time he acts weird is when there's like a thunderstorm coming. He can sense the barometric pressure, and he gets all cuddly, and he jumps. If you hold him, he'll jump right up onto your shoulder and like try and get up onto my head. Yan is here on TikTok, and the thing is that it's concerning me a little bit that he's acting weird, and normally that's only when there's a storm. But there's no storm. Look at it. It's sunny and warm. It's beautiful. So I'm thinking, okay, it's the barometric pressure. So I'm checking with Environment Canada, and I'm checking barometric pressure stuff yesterday. No, that's not it either. So then I take to social media and say, hey, just a quick question. Is anyone's pets acting weird with this solar eclipse coming up here on Monday? And holy shit, not just pets. People, we've got folks that work in nursing homes. Things are weird going down. Nurses, things are weird going down. Proj says, anyone having Westman internet issues on TikTok? God, I hate to hear that because I think that's what I'm on. I'm going to hold my breath. I guess Mandy says she's on the hill and she's fine. Thanks, Mandy. Good morning, Lillian Campbell. I got to get the good mornings wrapped up. Sorry about this. Sorry. I've so ADD. Oh, red rubber ball, red ball. Lillian is here on Facebook. Good morning. Clint Taylor is here too. Good morning, Clint. Good to see you. And Amanda says her cat has been acting like a lunatic the last few days. Oh, and it makes me feel better. But I thought for a second, you know how like dogs can tell that you might be dying or there could be a health event coming, and it kind of scared me a little bit. I'm thinking, maybe the dog is sensing something about me. Should I go see a doctor? I'm in tune with the old pet. And he is getting old. He's 10. And he's a Bichon Shih Tzu, and they are usually like 13, 14 is how they go. And so I'm like, oh, he's getting old. Spending as much time as I can with the old guy. But he's acting weird. And there's lots of stuff, weird stuff going on. Maxim29 on TikTok. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. Okay, let's do yesterday's good thing. We like to start the show with a little bit of positivity each and every day. It could be big, could be small, and I'm going to go first, give you a chance to think about yesterday and what happened to you that you'd like to throw into chat and throw into the universe to start your day on a positive note. There's so much garbage. So much garbage. Start with a little positivity. Tell us something good that happened to you yesterday. Hi, Jem on TikTok. Tell us something good from yesterday. And yesterday, the podcast was one of the most listened to podcasts in 3 seasons of doing this show. Yeah! Every day, I get the numbers. There's a numbers report for every show, and I get to see what's going on, and it was top 3 yesterday, and still rising. Could be the most listened to podcast since we started this show about a year and a half ago. And that just goes to show you, again, the amount of anxiety and anger that people are feeling right now. Because it really is a nothing burger. At the end of the day, it was a nothing burger, but it sure got people riled up because people are on edge. People are anxious. There's an affordability crisis going on. People are angry at big grocery. They're angry at the government. People are just generally angry. And so, in case you missed it, it was a woman who went to a supermarket with change to attempt to pay. And there was a bystander who alleged that the store did not accept that change and threw everybody into a fit of rage. Of course, there's 2 sides to every coin and 2 sides to every story, is that the change eventually did get accepted. And it was accepted not very easily, though. So everybody has a part to play. Everybody has to share in the blame, from the woman with the change to the store to the guy who shared the story and left out a few important details. So at the end of the day, again, it all ended up just fine. Everybody got what they needed, got what they wanted, and everyone left happy. But they took to social media, and the thing just completely blew up, went totally out of control. And then we talked about it, and then the podcast blew up. It just completely exploded. So thank you so much. Thank you to the supermarket. Thank you to the woman. Thank you to the guy who put it. Thank you all. Thank you. You were my good thing yesterday, because without your nonsense, I would not have had a record-breaking podcast yesterday. It was off the charts. Likely gonna garner some serious out-of-market attention with that one. The numbers were really big. I'm just like, I watched it come in. I'm like, something's wrong with my computer. How can they be this high? Because people are pissed. They want answers. They want answers. Well, we got the answers, and it's all good. We're all good. So sorry I took so long with my good thing. Nick says, okay, load in. Good thing. Let's do it. Hey, Gunners. Nadine, nice to see you. Nick says, GT, I was able to walk to and from the game last night without a jacket. Oh, yeah. So I had my shorts and sandals on yesterday. I had my jacket on too, and I know what you're saying. I felt like, this jacket's it's got to go. It's got to go. Thanks, Cindy. Tasha says, GT from yesterday. Going up to Wayway last night to get that 133 gas instead of paying 143.9 in the city. It's still down at 133. I wonder how long they're going to be able to keep that up. And how long is that lineup? Holy cow. Let's get those numbers up, peeps. Let's help out Brother Ty. Oh, thanks, Ryan. You know what? Just you guys being here every day, it's just, steady and true. I couldn't be happier with how things are going. But sometimes things kind of take off into outer space. And the March 1st show at Tim Hortons, the anniversary show, huge numbers for that show and huge numbers yesterday. And thank you. It's all because of your support. My good thing was my day was good. Nothing eventful. All right. Okay. All right. Think hard, Molly. Think hard. It's just tiny. It could be something very, very small. Ryan says people are on edge. Oh, big time. We are on the cusp. That's what scares me about this the eclipse. Apocalypse. Oh, that rhymes, though. Apocalypse, eclipse. Dun, dun, dun. Apocalypse and eclipse rhyme. Y2K, everything will be fine. Oh, Lillian's GT. Lillian was playing in... Oh, I thought you were playing in the pool. Sorry, Lillian. She was playing pool yesterday with her Army Navy friends. That makes... I was in the pool with my Army and Navy friends. I'm like, well, that's a good thing. All right. Okay. Oh, in the pool with my Army and Navy friends. Oof. I need more coffee. I need a little more coffee. Karen Ends, can you share the numbers, Tyler? Curious. Huge. Like Trump would say, huge. Huge numbers. Millions of people. Zumba Bernice, GT, some random dude walking in a parking lot says, you look beautiful today. It took me a moment to realize he was talking to me. Holy cow, that's a big one. Whoa. So, Zumba Bernice got hit on yesterday. Zumba Bernice got hit on. You look beautiful today. You look beautiful every day. And so do you. And you, and you, and you, and even you, Nick. Even you, Nick. Come on, we need to win. Go We Kings. Come on. Cindy says the same thing. Yes, you look beautiful every day. Trev Webb is here. Good morning, Trev Webb. The party is just getting started. Natural Elements is the place where I go to soak. You know what? They've got those salt tubs. You will be on another planet. Have you tried this yet? You've got to get over there. 2940 Victoria Avenue. They got a masseuse coming soon. I believe she starts on the 8th. She is a registered, certified massage therapist, and will start on the 8th of April. It's just 4 days away. Float therapy, halo therapy, coaching, natural energy therapies. It is a total wellness center. Just go see Corey. Tell her that I sent you. Go and see Corey at 2940 Victoria Avenue. And before you go, give him a follow on Facebook, would you? And Instagram. And then visit the website at floataway.ca. These pools, I'll tell you, you lose track of time. You lose track of everything. And with all the stress everybody's feeling and all the anxiety and everything, give it just one shot. Just try it one time. And you will say, holy cow, that is pretty friggin' amazing. In fact, take a friend. Take a friend and go check it out. Natural Elements Brandon, 2940 Victoria Avenue. I'm always finding friends from Brandon to the Skydancer Casino. Was in there again not too long ago. And Tyler, oh yeah, some folks down there doing some gambling, playing some games. And, of course, families enjoying the water slide park just 88 minutes south of Brandon in Belcourt, North Dakota. They recently had a big pool tournament there. They've got a dart tournament coming up this month. Huge cash prizes. Give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram as well. And ask about the water park hotel deal. $159 on weekdays, $179 on weekends. You get a double queen standard room and 4 water park tickets for that price. It's not that far away. You do need a passport, though. The sky's the limit at the Skydancer Casino, skydancercasino.com. And Kuiper's Family Bakery, my hamburger and hot dog bun headquarters. Yes, the best hamburger and hot dog buns in the world, on the planet, certified by yours truly. And guess what? Your barbecue's going to be going this weekend. So if you're having hamburgers, if you're having hot dogs, please give them a try. Swing by Kuiper's Family Bakery at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasties. Trev's GT had a problem with our water system. I had some good people come out and help me get it fixed. Have water again, and it is a good thing. Attaboy, Trev. Attaboy. Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, going without water is kind of hard to do. And it's nice when you have some help like that and people come out, take care of you. Fantastic. Good thing. Yesterday's good thing. Bernice says that the guy that hit on her, it was really nice having a compliment. It was a crummy day till that moment. See how we can turn things around? Now, don't go and hit on everybody like this guy hit on Bernice. But just being kind. I think that's the takeaway, right? Let's get out there. Let's be the kind army. The kind army. The Sun Seeker army is the kind army. Compliment people. Throw out compliments like they're candy. Like, you're just like confetti. Yeah, I like that jacket. Have a great day. Hey, you know what? You sure have a nice smile. Thank you. Have a great day. Just be careful on hitting on anybody, okay? Poor Bernice. Bernice. I'm joking. GT for Quentin. Went to the doctor after 5 weeks of fearing the worst health-wise after my physical. And tests all came back normal. Well, yeah. Well, when you reach a certain age, you know, those aches, those pains, those things, they get scary. It's God's way of saying, hey, this ride is not forever. You got to make sure that you are living life to its fullest every day. Good to hear that. That's fantastic. Alicia's GT had a quick lunch with mom and grandma, short, but a good visit. It doesn't matter. As long as you can touch base, that's fantastic. Thanks for sharing that, Alicia. That is awesome. That is great. Margot Larson, good morning on Facebook. And I think we did it. We did another morning start of lots of good things. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for sharing your good thing. Coming up this morning on the show, we're going to talk about the eclipse, some weird and wacky, wild conspiracy stuff. And should kids be allowed to watch the solar eclipse? There is a rather significant debate going on, and I mean, it is a safety issue, but it's also an educational issue. And what's with people and phones at concerts? It's starting to tick me off a little. Chris Stapleton was in Winnipeg last night, and if you're seeing any pictures of the show from last night, all it is cell phones. Everybody holding up their cell phones. my God. What beach do we got here? Hang on a second. We got to take a beach break. Henderson Beach in a place called Destin, Florida. Our beach chairs, I promised you, your beach chair would be waiting here for you. And it is. So let's go. Let's get an updated. Let's get a live shot. There is a live look. Good morning, Destin, Florida. Beach break. Back with more in just a bit. Oh, that's a great beach. A little light on the palm trees, but boy, those waves are awesome. Oh, man, it is springtime. Springtime. Happy Thursday to you. It's going to be a great day today. It's going to be a great weekend. Holy cow. This is fantastic. Good morning, Florida. Look at our beach chairs waiting for us. Sunseekers, it is time to get going. Be kind and be great. Here we are. Let's take a look at southern Manitoba. Almost as nice. I mean, we're in the upper 20s if you're south of the border. But it's -2 to start the day. We will see a high of 12. Your roads and weather brought to you by voicemanusa.com, your first-class ride from Brandon to Winnipeg. Call Westman Shuttle at 730-2333. Nice waves, nice sunshine. Beach Bunker forecast says +12 today. Environment Canada says 10. Yesterday, if you've got your bingo cards handy, we hit 6 degrees. It was a gorgeous day yesterday. Even better today. And it just gets better into the weekend. It's fantastic. Here is a look at the North American temperature map this morning. And then we'll show you the snowpack as we say bye-bye to the white stuff. I think it was Debbie Kynock who said her GT, got to get it in there. Even a late GT is a good GT, good thing. And Debbie says, random compliments do shock many people. Good thing. Snow totally melted off my deck. Yeah, the snow is gone. From Debbie Kynock's deck. Pop the champagne, baby. Pop the champagne. Okay. Here is, speaking of snow, Debbie, this is how much snow we've got left on the continent. I predict that we will no longer be looking at this map this time next week. I bet we're pretty much snow-free across the continent. As soon as all the snow retreats back to the mountains, then we get on with life, and we enjoy our summer, and we book those campsites. Again, the 8th, I believe, is when the campsites get booked. Let's do it, and let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's pray for a season of no smoke. Wouldn't that be nice? Every time spring and summer rolls around, the forest fire season starts. They're saying it could be exceptionally bad. There was not a lot of snow. So let's keep our fingers crossed that things are light in the forest fire department and that we have not a lot of smoke to contend with this summer season. Okay, the big eclipse is coming. It's coming on Monday afternoon, and by now I'm sure you've heard of this. We were talking earlier in the show about the weird things that are going on. Oh, weird stuff that's happening with the solar eclipse coming. It is a total solar eclipse. It will cross North America, passing over Mexico, the United States, and Canada. Now, this is a U.S. map that, obviously, but you can tell we're just above North Dakota, so we're probably going to get a 40% eclipse, the same as what they're going to get in Las Vegas. Molly, you're going to get, since you're closer to Chicago, you're going to get around 80%. Suzanne, who's in Atlanta, will also get 80%. And Nicole, who's in Waco, you're going to get the whole thing. It should pass right over Waco. I think it's Waco she's in. So that's how it's going to shake out. Now, Toronto's going to get the whole thing. Windsor, Detroit, Niagara Falls. Karen says, I survived the eclipse of 1979. I was in kindergarten there. I do remember that, actually, though. I remember that we were not allowed to look. We couldn't look, and they took Kleenex boxes. Isn't that amazing how I remember that? They took Kleenex boxes, and they put welder's glass in the Kleenex box, and then turned it into this giant set of goggles, essentially. Janine Fleury-Urbanovich says, back in the 70s, we all got to watch the total eclipse. I remember it. Everyone had the little cardboard sunglasses, and lenses were made out of plastic. And I'm still here to talk about it. Although, if you can't see this with regular sunglasses, hey, I think it was probably the same as ours in Little Erickson with the welder's glass. Janine says, I was in grade 3 or 4. Maybelline says, I also survived the 79 eclipse. Lillian says, yes, it was amazing to see the eclipse back in the 70s with those glasses. Atasha says, I found out yesterday there is a town in Wisconsin called Spread Eagle. I bet you they have a lot of fun on Friday nights. What are you doing? I'm going to Spread Eagle. You're going to what? You're going where? Maybe Molly's been there. Molly says, I'm pretty sure that my grounds called the Canadian grounds and would like the snow back. Oh, Wisconsin is kind of like Canada, though. You're adopted. That's why we got a lot of Green Bay Packers fans up here. My dad is a Packers fan, Molly. And he says, I said to him, well, why do you cheer for the Packers? Well, they're the closest team to Canada. Well, not geographically. I think Seattle might be the closest team to Canada. Dad. You're not a Seahawks fan, would it? Anyway. Oh, Maybelline has another GT. Trip to Pipestone. Beautiful day for a long drive yesterday. Good to hear. Tasha says, I got an email saying that they'll be keeping the kids inside the school so the kids are not exposed to it. It's funny you should say that. I had a few parents actually send me that email, including one of our sun seekers. Pork Chop says we were told 50% last week. Is it now 40%? I don't know. This is coming to us from a UK publication called The Sun. I don't know. Is it Pork Chop? Is it that? Or do you have bets? Are you in Vegas right now? Are you? I don't think somebody's going to be out there shaking their fist at The Sun. You told me it was going to be 50% and it's only 40, you son of a bitch. You bastards, I want my money back. Sir, the eclipse is free. It's a thing of nature, and we can't get the weather right. So this is probably an estimate. Notice how wide that path is for the total eclipse. It takes up the whole state of Texas. So if you're in Texas, you get an eclipse. Everybody else, you get the leftovers. Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Michigan, and southern Ontario and southern Quebec. The good part of Canada, the righteous part, the Laurentian part, the part that runs the rest of the country. They get the good stuff. They always do. Oh, it figures that they would get the good part of the eclipse. Margot says, I remember that too, Tyler. Erickson Elementary. Oh. Margot, yes. Wasn't that fun? Good times. Nap time on my little mat. Cindy says, I remember that too. We all had to stay in the multi-purpose room, which had no windows. Oh, so they made you stay, like you were completely, literally in the dark. Karen says, only the grade 6 students were allowed to go out and see it at our school way back when. Maybelline says 14 welders class, grade 10. Ooh. Here I'm thinking, if I've got welder's glass, I'm good. There has to be a certain grade. I guess I should really investigate this if I'm going to look. In case you missed it on my social media earlier this morning, Twitch, the king of all streaming platforms, has joined forces with NASA, and they're going to do commentary, a show very much like this show, except they're going to have live coverage of the eclipse and have chat too. So VIP members, the members who have taken the leap and joined us on Twitch, how cool is that? It will start at 1 o'clock Central Time. I'm going to have it on. I'm going to be jumping in and chat. Are you kidding me? This is historic. And it's so cool that they chose Twitch to do this, to have their commentary expert. That's where Pork Chop's going to want to be for the experts. NASA they're the scientists that will be able to tell us what is going on, what is happening. And I think that's just so cool. So, yeah, this is awesome. Thank you, NASA. Thank you, Twitch. And thank you, Sunseekers, for signing up on Twitch. Likely the first of many as Twitch continues to grow in its what's called non-gaming content. Because it's chock full of video gamers, and you know that, but they're slowly adding content that is not gaming related, and that's kind of what I'm doing. And now NASA's going to do it too, so I thought that was pretty cool. Molly likes the Browns. Quentin says that the carbon tax makes watching this event easier and safer. Yes, it is true. Now, if we could just get Justin to watch the eclipse. Justin, it is safe for you. In fact, you will be an even bigger superstar than you are now. It's not an atomic blast. It's an eclipse. I might have to pull our kids out of school so they can experience it and learn something. Yes, Molly, 1 o'clock Central is when the show starts. It goes from 1 till 3, I believe, on Twitch. And so the debate over whether the kids should be watching this or not, as I mentioned, the school division has sent out an email. Now, I think this is province-wide, by the way. Province-wide. I hope I pull up the right one. Here we go. So here's what it looks like. Parents and guardians, a total solar eclipse is set to occur on April 8th between noon and 3 p.m. Central Time. spanning from southern Ontario to Newfoundland and Labrador, with the rest of Canada experiencing a partial eclipse. Manitoba should be around 50%. This is an awe-inspiring event that will draw the gaze of people. However, there is a risk of permanent vision damage if proper precautions are not taken. Absolutely correct. You know what? The conspiracy theorists cannot even pull that apart. You will hurt yourself. You will suffer serious vision damage. Even a brief look at the partially eclipsed sun can result in permanent damage. Children and students may need extra supervision during the eclipse, as they may not fully comprehend the risks involved. Manitoba Education and Early Childhood Learning has encouraged schools and early learning and childcare. Hang on, I got to flip this over. They have encouraged childhood and early childhood learning to have plans in place to keep children indoors during the afternoon to ensure they don't view the eclipse unless appropriate eye protection is available and worn. Note that anyone who may not understand the risk or has difficulty following safety instructions is at greater risk. I have to agree with pretty much everything they've said so far. And all I can think of is these kids who don't listen. And, you know, I was a good kid. I was an angel. I was probably voted by all my teachers as the kid who listened most, was the favorite kid, they called me Tyler, the Blessed Angel, I think was one of my nicknames, Blessed Angel. But not all kids are like that. You know, it can't all be like me, the Blessed Angel. Okay, I don't like the LOLs in chat that I'm getting right now. So I think of these kids and they can be a little crazy. And it ends with this, and I think this is the part where people are a little disappointed. Please note, all schools within the division will be making arrangements to keep students indoors during this time. Should you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to your child's school directly. Cindy says, Tyler, didn't your mom teach you not to lie? I'm not lying. What are you talking about? I was the best. Have you ever heard that song, Earth Angel? It's an old one. Not many people know who sang it. It goes like this. Earth Angel, Tyler, our little man. He's the best behaved child anyone can ever ask for, to have or have more at our school each day. Earth Angel, he's the best and there's no way. Something like that. It goes like, that's written about me. I was an Earth Angel in school. It's just hard. Okay, enough LOLs. It's hard for some people to digest that I was such a good kid. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that some kids are not as good as me and they're not going to take direction well. So here's what you need to do. Step 1, call the school, tell them your kids are not going to be in school that day. That's what you got to do. Step 2, visit your nearest industrial supply store or welder. Ask for the proper glasses or welder's glass. Now, I've been told that there are different grades, and it's important that you get the right grade. And this way, if you want your kids to experience the solar eclipse, they can do it at home. Because they are going to keep kids inside. And while I don't like the idea on paper, I think it's disappointing. I do understand that some kids are wild and crazy. And you could say, hey. The only way to make sure that could happen effectively and not have kids have their eyesight damage is those swim goggles. You know how goofy those are, the swim goggles? We need to put the kids in the swim goggles that have the that would have the appropriate welder's glass in the goggle. So you would essentially have a bunch of kids looking at the eclipse like this. But and I mean, this is the only way you can do it, and it's far too cost prohibitive. Far too cost prohibitive. Plus, you got to get the kids to put the goggles on. They got to wear them, and you can't be taking them off. Can't use them as a slingshot. You can't be using them to smack your friend. You can't wear two at a time. You can't. Kids, it's disappointing. I blame the parents. They can't all be angels like me. Earth angel. That works. Nice. Little Bit Mama, good morning. Cindy says, I know that song. It's by the Penguins. Earth Angels. Leanne Dittmer-Binion says, shade 14 welders glasses. Tanning goggles would work too. They're like $3. Ooh, I don't know for sure if that would work. But welders would know. Welders, I always ask the expert. I will not be looking directly at the sun. I need my eyes to work. I need to see your beautiful words in chat. Good morning, sun seekers. Hi, I'm hoping there's people here because I can't see your names. All I see is lines on the screen. It's Tuesday morning, and it appears that my sight is failing me a little bit. Did you see that solar eclipse? I sure did. And now I can't drive my car. Karen says, hey, Bobby, I dare you to look for the count of 5, says little Tyler. No, but other kids would. Good point. Not me, because I'm the Earth Angel. Karen. Leanne says Manitoba Museum Winnipeg sells the proper glasses for $3. Well, and it's unfortunate. We knew this was coming. It's unfortunate that we weren't a little bit more organized from an educational standpoint. Oh, Brandon University has some goggles or the proper equipment, and they also have telescopes there. They've got like an astronomy department. It's not an astrology department. That would be horoscopes. Although maybe they do. Libra, Capricorn. Let's study the horoscopes and their effect on society. I don't know, but they do have telescopes there, and they're going to have like a viewing event. Contact Brandon University. If you are going to have your kids out of school and would like to have an educational experience, I would be doing that. But again, your kids would probably have that interest in the celestial stuff. They'd be fairly well behaved. They'd have that interest in astronomy and so on, and that might be a real cool opportunity for them. Atasha says, I stare at the sun 2 times a day. What's the difference between catching the sunrise or the sunset? Well, I think there is a difference. I'm not a scientist, but I think that it has something to do with the intensity, I don't know, and the angle, I'm thinking. I don't stare directly at the sun. I love sunsets and sunrises too. Huge fan. But I do not look directly at the sun. Again, I work with too many computers. It would just be a giant blur if I was looking at the sun. I have a light in the beach bunker that makes sure that you can see me, and I have to be careful I don't look at that too bright. It is very, very bright. Sometimes I'll turn it on, and I'll forget that I'm not supposed to look at the light as I'm turning it on. And it's like you get those flash bulbs, like, oh, shit. I'm trying to find my way to the microphone here to start the show, and I'm seeing stars. Woo! You need to go see my friends at Auto Fashion to get that terrible smell out of your car. Coming up, the smelliest airport in North America is in Canada. We'll tell you where that is. You've probably been there. Why is it smelling so bad? Why is your car smelling so bad? It's time to get it cleaned. It's not detailing. It's fine auto finishing at Auto Fashion. They also do paintless dent repair. If there is hail damage on your vehicle this summer, please remember my friends at Auto Fashion. You'll get a courtesy car, and they are MPI accredited. They even work on SGI claims too. They're the best in the business. So again, whether it's inside your car or outside. Remember Auto Fashion at 255 17th Street North, behind Lee's Buffet. Sunrise Credit Union, cooperative banking where you're not a customer. No, you're a member. Things are expensive. Things are scary. There's a lot of anxiety. So do you want to be part of the big banks, or do you want to be part of a cooperative where there could be something for you at the end of the year? That's how co-ops work, you know. And you can experience freedom from fees with Sunrise Credit Union and receive up to $2,000 when you transfer over an existing mortgage or when you're approved for a new mortgage. Visit sunrisecu.mb.ca. Still with co-ops of Westman. Same thing with food prices. I love when co-ops of Westman has a big sale going on. I'll tell you, firsthand, especially when they have their warehouse sale. It's a yellow flyer. You need to push all your other flyers out of the way for the warehouse sale at Co-ops of Westman when that occurs. They've got some great prices. And here's the thing. I want you to remember Co-op Gold. In other stores, they might call it No Name. In other stores, they might call it Great Value. In other stores, they've all got their store brands. Co-op Gold is the brand with Co-ops of Westman. And it is quality products, premium products at an affordable price. So look for them the next time you're in the store, okay? At Heritage, Pembina, Twin Valley, Valley View, Boundary, Neepawa, Gladstone, and Hamiota Co-op. The shrimp boil is on sale this week, says Cindy. Alert, alert. I get asked about the shrimp boil and the eggnog ice cream, the top two things we've done on Taste It Tuesday. And people love that shrimp boil. It's insane. Thank you, Cindy. Shrimp boil on sale this week. I might have to try it. Okay. Holy cow. So anyway, we'll get ready for the eclipse. And again, you have been told, you've been warned, get your welder's helmets ready for Monday. And I look forward to seeing it on Twitch. Should be awesome come Monday afternoon. Okay, we have to say goodbye to our friends on TikTok. Hey, thanks for being here, Proj and Mandy and Eileen and Karen and Tina. And boy, it was a great crew on TikTok today. Big crew, probably because of the mayhem that happened yesterday with all the loonies. Thank you, loonies of TikTok. We have to move the party over to Twitch. NASA is going to exclusively commentate on this colossal, life-changing, once-in-a-lifetime super event, biggest event since Taylor Swift took the stage. Twitch is where it's at. Twitch is where it's at. So today, if you can't do it for your friend Tyler, do it for the eclipse. Do it for NASA. Do it for you. Come on over. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. That's where the party's moving. And become a VIP instantly. It's free. You need a user handle. That's it. Join in and be part of the chat for hour 2. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show, because for now we have to say goodbye, TikTok. I'm sorry. I know. Sorry. I'm sorry. Then join. You guys need to join Twitch, okay? It's twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. Okay? Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Bye. We're going over to Twitch. Thank you, though. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And we're back tomorrow at 7. Thank you. Ha! Whew. Oh. Yes, they're at... Don't go! Don't go! Don't be curious. You're a VIP. No need to be curious. We have to say goodbye to the other people now. Yeah, you get some folks in here and they're discovering the show, and I'm so grateful, and it's like, I don't know why it's so hard to make that leap. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just more work, and people have enough apps on their phone. I don't know. I don't know why people can't make the jump. Anyway, thanks, you two.